Hi, I am Zaramia. I am the founder and creative director of Zaramia Ava. I am really pleased to be talking to you about sustainability in my business. Zaramia Ava is an exclusive independent fashion label based in Leeds. We create contemporary fashion by contrasting structured shapes together with draping to construct a unique style. Sustainability is one of our core values and has been for around 7 years. There are a number of different things we do to ensure our business is sustainable. I'll talk more about some of these later, but first I'll tell you a bit about how I got started in business. I set up the business in 2013 after I graduated from Leeds Art University. From a young age I always loved art and anything creative. At college, as part of the course, we studied fashion, and I knew from there that this is something that I wanted to do. I went on to do a national diploma in fashion and then a BA in fashion design. Whilst I was at university, I was making a lot of my own clothing and altering clothes bought from the shops. I often wore my designs to events and I found that people liked my clothing. They frequently inquired about buying them. This was something else that encouraged me to keep designing. I learned a lot about fashion industry at university. My time there also helped me decide that I wanted to run my own business and do things a bit differently. I started Zaramia Ava and I began to develop our distinctive style, which features structure and draping. Even back then, my roots were in sustainability. I was using dead stock fabrics and hand-making all the garments in my home studio. Then after watching a fashion documentary called The True Cost, I became more aware of the damage the fashion industry causes. I decided I didn't want to contribute to that. I do believe that as designers we can make a difference. I questioned everything about the fabrics to the printing and the branding. I researched everything in the sourcing process and I didn't want to produce any clothing that would harm animals as I'm vegan and cruelty free. From 2015 we introduced sustainable fabrics that are ethically made. Using fabrics that are fairly traded and grown free from chemicals and pesticides benefit the farmers, the workers and the ecosystems. Around the same time, we also began using organic cotton and high-performance bamboo fabrics. They have great properties such as being antibacterial, providing thermal control and UV protection. The bamboo is a viscose which is made in a closed loop system, and the yarn is OTEX certified, being free from harmful substances. These garments from our collection are made out of bamboo fabric. Our core value is producing sustainable luxury with zero waste, made for the fashion conscious with a conscience. We aspire to be a well-known pioneering brand in sustainable fashion, to motivate other brands to replicate our business model. The rise of ethical consumerism is very encouraging and a definite step forward. Consumers have a huge amount of power to drive change. For it to be effective though, it is essential that brands make sure accurate information about materials and production methods is easily accessible to customers. It also relies on companies showing transparency in their supply chains. Greenwashing is not okay, and this is unfortunately something we know happens. There are organisations that encourage companies to work together towards achieving sustainability by running opportunities such as the Common Objective Leadership Awards. Common Objective is a platform for people to network with sustainable suppliers. Zaramia Ava has a profile on the Common Objective website, which provides detailed information on our sustainability. We recently won a leadership award for our work on communicating sustainability through our reports and policies. This year we are planning to increase the visibility of our sustainability credentials on social media. One of our goals for the year is to ensure that 80% of our social media posts have sustainability content. This ticks our boxes promoting sustainable shopping as well as attracting more customers who are wanting to shop ethically. Now I'll talk some more about how we have embedded our values into the way we work. First, we developed a manifesto and ethos that is published on our website. Everything we do has to align with these, so we are true to our values. Our manifesto and ethos incorporate the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. More on them later. We signed the 2020 Circular Fashion Pledge to help us stick to our circularity goals. we responded to the aims of Circularity Fashion Pledge in several ways. We use a manufacturer that runs a scheme to encourage people to recycle their products at the end of its life. For instance, if you have bought one of our circular fashion t-shirts and have worn it out or are finished with it, you can scan the QR code on the label and access information on how to send it back to the manufacturer for free for them to make it into new fabric. We also use recycled fabrics such as this lace, and end-of-roll fabrics to save them from going to landfill. We also upcycle offcuts to make accessories. All of our garments are designed for durability to encourage people to wear them for longer. The majority of our garments are lined to provide that extra strength. We also use high quality materials. Every year we report against the UN Sustainable Development Goals and our environmental policy. Our sustainability report sets out what we have currently achieved, what we are working on, and our main sustainability goals and targets. Targets are really important to us as they help us keep on track and measure what we have achieved. We make sure our objectives are SMART, specific, measurable, attainable, relevant and timed. Reviewing the report gives us a chance to reflect, update or modify any goals that are no longer relevant. We've been working on the report recently. This is just part of our sustainability report. There are a large number of UN goals that we have incorporated, so I'll just talk about a couple of them in more detail. Sustainable Development Goal 12 is about having responsible business goals and production. The actions we are committed to come under the categories of design, sourcing and marketing. So for instance, one of our design goals was to be zero waste by 2021. To achieve this, we committed to do 3 things. We said we would design with zero waste pattern cutting using the whole piece of fabric, minimising seams and waste. We committed to upcycle our samples and remake them into new pieces. We plan to reuse and recycle all stationery, pattern paper and supplies. And we're committed to compost all our natural organic material remnants. When we reviewed the progress on these objectives this year, we were able to say that we had achieved them. We are transparent on our supply chain and list where our fabrics come from and where they are made. We source sustainable fabrics and we only work with companies and products that have certifications, like GOTS Standard, OTEC Certified, Organic Cotton and Fair Trade. We work with local freelancers and collaborate in the local community, so we have a close working relationship with our partners and minimise our carbon footprint. We recently collaborated with the Leeds-based jeweller to produce a new range for us, which I am currently wearing. We plant a tree for every item sold through our partners at 1 tree planted to offset our carbon footprint. Recently we have won awards for the most ethical fashion designer in the Global Green Business Awards, Best Vegan Fashion Brand in the Global Vegan Awards for Lux Life magazine, and the Leadership Award for Common Objective. These garments are from our limited edition range using dead stock fabrics. It hasn't always been easy to make progress with sustainability. At the beginning, the challenges were that the ethical fabrics and trimmings were more costly. We researched every single supply we purchased to make sure it was all suitable and carried the appropriate certifications. We found that all sorts of suppliers used animal byproducts or were bad for the environment. It is still difficult to find fabrics that work from a design point of view as well as being sustainable. We still do all this now, but we know where to look and what to look out for. There are more sustainable suppliers now, and it is easier to get hold of ethical fabrics as the demand for them has increased. In terms of where I'd like the business to be in the future, we would like to be known as a sustainable vegan brand leading the way in fashion, raising awareness about sustainability and helping others to do the same. From a business point of view, we have feedback and understanding that our customers want a wide range of sustainable options, such as natural fabrics, zero waste, circular fashion, vegan or cruelty-free. we have identified from market research that people are keen on at least one of these sustainable options. Rather than having just one, it is best to have a variety to cater to more people. We stay up to date with developments in fashion technology and sustainable manufacturing by connecting with sustainable networks via expos, webinars, sustainable platforms, groups and newsletters. To sum up, I definitely think the sustainability business model will become more mainstream. We are seeing it now with companies adding organic ranges. I hope it will become law for all companies to have transparency in their supply chain, so everyone knows where their garments have come from and how and where their fabrics were made and whether the workers were paid a fair wage. Big businesses will be always looking to increase or protect their profit margins and compete in the marketplace on price. Hopefully, as more consumers choose to shop ethically and sustainably, they will respond to the pressure and up their sustainability game. We do this to make a difference. I hope this has given you an insight into how I have developed a sustainable fashion label and why it is important to me. You can keep up to date with our latest news and developments by visiting our website on www.zaramiaava.com and by following us on social media at Zaramia Ava. Thank you.